Hey Grandma, it's Nicholas Johnny Oakley. I recently saw that you need dialysis treatment, and me and my fellow classmates wanted to let you know all about it.
What is dialysis, one might ask? Dialysis is a treatment used all around the world by doctors. It is used mainly when the patient is having kidney troubles and is a treatment that works as their kidneys when they are not able to carry out their waste management.
There are two types of treatments, hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. What hemodialysis does is it transfers your blood through a filter in a machine outside your body, cleans the blood, and then returns the blood to your body.
Peritoneal dialysis is when the fluid is inserted into the patient's abdomen and it absorbs the waste from the blood, passing through the small vessels. The fluid is then drained, and the good part about this treatment is that you can do it at home.
In the cell's environment, the cell must maintain a proper amount of nutrients to keep itself alive and keep the organism alive. Dialysis is very helpful of cleaning the cell's environment, cleaning it of any excess water or waste that is blocking the kidneys from functioning properly.
The fluid used to clean the blood flows in the opposite direction to the blood on the opposite side of the membrane. While waste and extra fluid are removed from the blood and end up in the dialysate by controlling three processes: diffusion, ultrafiltration, and osmosis.
One might ask, what are diffusion and osmosis? According to scientists at Totet Biz, diffusion is the exchange of things dissolved in fluid across the membrane due to differences in the amount of the solutes on the two sides. The dialysis machine controls the diffusion by controlling the chemicals in the dialysate by mixing dialysis fluid concentrations.
Osmosis is the net movement of water across a selectively permeable membrane, driven by a difference in the amounts of solute on the two sides of the membrane. In dialysis, this refers not to the water movement across the hemodialyser membrane, but across cell membranes within the body, either from within the red cells to the blood plasma, or from within cells of various tissues in the body to interstitial fluid.
With dialysis, many people do not know that there are more than one type of solution used. The three solutions used are hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic solutions. A hypertonic solution is a solution that can flow across a membrane and into it. These solutions are used when large amounts of liquids are lost via the alimentary tract.
Hypotonic solutions are solutions that have less solute and more water than another solution. These solutions are used to treat hospitalized patients, to treat them and make sure they do not get dehydrated.
Isotonic solutions are useful when the patient has lost fluid volume from blood loss, trauma, or dehydration due to excessive nausea or vomiting. When an animal cell is placed into these different solutions, they all have different responses. When placed into a hypotonic solution, the cell will shrink due to the loss of water. But when placed into a hypertonic solution, the cell will grow because of all the water. But if it gets too much of the solution, the cell will burst. When placed into an isotonic solution, according to the Khan Academy, the cell will stay the same because the relative concentrations of solute and water are equal on both sides of the membrane.
What might cause someone to need kidney dialysis? According to scientists at phys.org, a main reason dialysis would be needed is if someone had too much cell waste that is not removed. Cellular waste products are formed as a byproduct of cellular respiration, a series of processes and reactions that generate energy for the cell in the form of ATP. One example of cellular respiration creating cellular waste products are aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration.
One might ask, what happens to the human body when it cannot function correctly? According to scientists at kidney.org, when a human cannot get rid of its cellular waste, the waste's toxic effects start to take action on the person. Because of the waste is toxic, the person's energy gradually decreases and they have a much greater desire to rest. When people have no energy and are always sleeping, they have a greatly higher chance of getting insufficient nutrients and exercise, which can lead to even more health issues.
Well, Grandma, I hope you enjoyed the dialysis presentation. If you have any other questions, just send me a letter, and I will be happy to inform you on anything else you desire. I hope this presentation served you well, and the treatment will go great.